Good morning. Welcome to week 11 of our virtual worship services. When we started this plan, I had no idea we would be doing almost 3 months worth of virtual services. We're hoping, as Grant mentioned earlier in our beginning today, we're hoping that next Sunday, June 7, we should be able to meet together at our building. Our facility, our building is in North Fargo, 28th Avenue North and Broadway. And to help us sort of make the transition to getting together again, some people have been referring to it as regathering. I like that. As we think about regathering, we're going to meet outside. We're going to get some equipment so that we can broadcast a very low power FM signal to our parking lot. If folks want to come and sit in their car in our parking lot, we'll also set up some music outside. We'll have our regular musicians. I'll share a message and we'll have a worship service outside. The weather is supposed to be good, so come and join us. We're intending to begin next Sunday, June 7, outside at 4 p.m. That's not our typical worship time on Sunday, but that seemed to us to be a good time to sort of move into regathering together. We will continue to have our morning Bible study time, our morning prayer and sharing time over Zoom. And that will be at 9:30 for our prayer and sharing time. And then at 10:15 for the Bible study time. That finishes then just about 11 o'clock. And then we'll intend to get together at 4 o'clock for our first regathering service. In addition to our outside service next Sunday, I'm going to continue to bring to you a virtual service. Probably I'll do some sort of recording of the message that I share next Sunday as we regather. I'm not sure whether we'll record it outside or whether I'll record it inside against my Minnesota backdrop. We'll have to see how that goes. But those are our plans. If you don't have a church family and you'd like to join us, you are most welcome to do that. You can stay in your car. You don't even have to get out of your car if you feel like that's at all a danger. And we'll give you further instructions about how you can literally tune in to the sound of our worship time together. If you're a regular part of our church, I hope you will come. But maybe you're not quite ready to do that. That's okay. You are certainly, I would invite you to make that decision on your own. Don't lean on someone else to make that decision for you. And if you feel like you want to stay home, that's very much okay. We'll continue to provide the kinds of things we've been doing and hope that soon you'll be comfortable joining us. How long will we do outside services? I'm not sure. We'll have to see how things go. We'll probably take it a week at a time and see how we feel about entering in again to our more typical kind of worship time together. We have been looking at Jesus' words, and last Sunday, one thing about virtual services, you can always go back to last Sunday and you can see again, listen again to what I had to say from Matthew chapter 7, where Jesus talks about listening and putting into practice his words is like a wise man who builds his house on the rock. The storms come, but even though the storms come, his house stands firm. However, Jesus said, if you listen to my words, but you don't practice what I say, then your house is built on sand, and the storms and the flood and the winds will come, but the house will not stand. I mentioned last Sunday that life brings storms. In some way, these last 11 weeks have been weeks of storm for us. And I have challenged us to hear Jesus' words, put them into practice. I talked about how to do that. And I said, if we'll do that, Jesus says to us that our life can be strong even though storms come. Last Sunday, I played a song, Sometimes He Calms the Storm. The point of the song was, even if Jesus doesn't calm the storm, He still will calm His child. Today, I want to look past Matthew 7 into Matthew chapter 8 and read about Jesus calming the storm. And I want to play the song again. Last week, it was to remind us He doesn't always calm the storm. This week, I want to say sometimes He does calm the storm. And I want to talk about that. Let's listen once more to Sometimes He Calms the Storm.